Good morning, my dear students. Today we are here to complete the remaining part of your lesson, The Enemy. Then it is the scene of that time when Dr. Sadao had kept all the necessary things in his boat. What was there in the boat, then you can say that he had put food, water which he had got from a pawn shop into the boat. He gave Tom, the American, his own flashlight, some Japanese clothes to wear. What? Some Japanese clothes to wear, and a black cloth to tie around his blonde head so that it could not be seen. Okay? He told of a nearby island which was uninhabited, means there was no one, and it summers during the storm season. He told him to stay there until a Korean fishing boat passed by and took him to safety. Yes, he gave him further instructions to never light a fire and not cook anything. Means he had to be silent in each condition if he want to go in his country safely. He also told him to signal two places at the same time. The sun set over the horizon, and to signal him once if he was alright, but still on the island. Yes, he also cautioned him against signaling in the dark as it could be easily seen. After the prisoner left, the servants returned when Sadao was called to attend the general again. When Sadao was called once more again, he told him that the prisoner had escaped. The general then remembered about the American and explained that it was not because he was unpatriotic. You can understand what is unpatriotic, or because of his dereliction of duty, but it was because he had been suffering that he forgot. Now Sadao knew that he was not in any danger, as he now had the general in the palm of his hand. The general then promised to reward Sadao. Yes, then it is the last scene. Sadao was truly awarded when there was no peak of light from the island that evening, and he was able to finally relax. It meant that the American had been able to escape. Suddenly, Sadao remembered all the Americans he knew, his professor, whom he knew, his professor, at whose house he had met Hannah. At the professor's house, his anatomy teacher and his fat and landlady. He remembered how much racism he had to face while in America. That means there was great disturbance, inequality. It means you can say that there was completely inequality had to face in America, and the hatred he had felt for the Americans. He also felt that it was strange that he couldn't kill the American prisoner. He could not kill the American prisoner because he was human being. Thus the story shows how humanity triumphs over hatred and narrow national prejudices. Yes, students, we have read this completely, many things of this lesson, and once more you will read it, then you will be able to understand any kind of thing. And one more thing I want to tell you, just if any question is asked to you, who was Dr. Sadao, where was his house, then you can give the answer of this question in your self language, in very simple language. Dr. Sadao Hoki was a well-known Japanese surgeon and scientist. As you know that his father had sent him. His father had made sure he had a good education by sending him to America to learn all he could about medicine and surgery. Means he had got much knowledge about medicine and surgery. Dr. Sadao's house had been built on the Japanese coast, on the spot where he had played as a youngster. It was a square stone house built on rocks. Where it was made? On rocks, beach and outlined by the bent pines which he had climbed on as a boy. As there are different kinds of things in this lesson, we have read this completely, and from starting I want to tell you that first you have to read all the meanings. If you remember the meanings, then there are so many chances to understand the lesson. Yes, so this lesson is complete, and today you will complete their question answers. I will send in the PDF. Okay, my dear students, be cautious towards your study always. As our chairman sir, Mr. Thomas Sang, always say, what does he always say? Work when you work, play when you play. It is most important thing in a man's life. What is main statement of our chairman sir? Work when you work. Means if you are doing any kind of thing, then do it. Don't keep your mind anywhere. Your mind should be on your words, what you are doing. Yes, means completely silence. Play when you play. Then if you are playing, then play fast. Then definite victory. Okay? Bye.